What's up, Internet? It's Dumbass Panicos Gaming, and today we are working on Galarian Darumaka. Darumaka? How the fuck you say the damn thing? It's the one that it wasn't a new Unova Pokemon, Gen 5. I just hit my microphone. But yeah, it has a Galarian form, so we're gonna work on that. Also, I don't know, music doesn't look too loud on the stream end. It seemed a little bit loud for me personally. Anyways, once again, we did a little bit of collecting of eggs. Just a little bit. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so we have a little bit over 270 eggs. We're going to do about 250 today. So, and these will take a little bit longer to hatch because they are not, instead of being the 3,800 step rate, they're the like 5,100 or something. Or 5,000? Whatever it is. It's like just over 5,000 steps. And we are using the Xbox controller again, connected via cable because I don't know why. Don't know what it is that causes that. It is something to do with Microsoft. It's not necessarily the makers of the Switch app's fault, but it is annoying either way. Like, if I had known that, I probably would have maybe looked into some other options, see if there's something else I could have done instead of this. Just like a controller, like a full-on controller with built-in macros or something, but it is what it is. And I mean, again, it was like 40 bucks, so, you know, not the end of the world. Man, imagine if I had gotten that on the first fucking one. That would have been so nice. So yeah, on the shiny, the blue, like, gems get a little bit darker, and then you can see the face and the hands go, like, lime green. So this shiny will stick out once we get it. But not as much as some do. But at least it's more than Garchomp or Gengar or, you know, any of those ones that are very minor differences. But yeah, it'd be dope if we get this pretty quick tonight. I'm not too worried about it. We should be doing about 250 eggs a stream. So, I mean, if it takes, you know, if it takes me all week, I'll hatch 1,250, which would be a lot for this. Although, Galarian Corsola happens, so maybe let's not get ahead of ourselves here. But yeah, I did actually get some shit done this weekend, or this, like, stream weekend. I think I air quoted the wrong word there. Anyways, but yeah, I got my, my VODs are all uploaded. Yeah, all my VODs are uploaded. I did make a highlight for, Zigzagoon, or sorry, for Zigzagoon. I'm trying to remember if I actually uploaded the, thumbnail for that. I'm not actually going to end up making a highlight for Krogunk, the one that I got in Legends Arceus on last Sunday, just because it wasn't very exciting or interesting at all. It just kind of pops up and I go, yay, finally, and then that's like it. So I was like, we'll pass on that highlight. I probably should upload my the YouTube short for Corsola pretty soon here, though, before I forget about that, and probably make one for Zigzagoon. Maybe not, though. I think I might try and keep the shorts to mostly stuff that's like exciting or interesting or stuff. So like I might try and make one for the back-to-back shiny Bergmite. But yeah, like I won't make him for all of them. I definitely primarily won't make many shorts for stuff that was before I was using a webcam. I just don't think that's gonna be as good. But we'll see. Yeah, I think the Zigzagoon highlight goes up tomorrow, and then the because the last Zigzagoon VOD went up today, and then the Legends Arceus should go up the day after tomorrow. You definitely need to try to not get too backed up with those again. I always do, but it's just I need to try not to. And then I did get some of my like my pop-in stuff done, like the text things for like the shiny decks or living decks or whatever. So yeah, those are like kind of ready. Since I didn't get everything done, I didn't bother updating yet. I really, like, I still need to make stuff for, like, follow the stream. And, you know, this is my stream schedule and stuff like that. And probably update my, the cards in the, About Me section as well. Oh, interesting. That's, like, perfect. And if there's ever a reason why you'll want lower special attack, it'll be good for that, too. But yeah, I got some of those done today. I did get those, like, those are updated for the, like, the new shinies that I have. I think we're at, like, 240, on the national decks, and then 36 for the regional variants. So we're getting there. And what was the other thing I did? Oh, I did mess with the, I tried to mess with the music box stuff. The, like, now playing thing. I did move stuff in, right? Yes, okay. But it's... Until they update and there's more controls available, like, I really like this layout. I just wish I could change the colors a little bit. But yeah, until their update comes out, there's not a whole lot I can do. None of the other, like, layouts looked very good. I had one that I was going to consider using, but it... I don't know. Just didn't do it for me. The other thing that kind of sucks is that they're not all the same size, so... You know, I was going to have to adjust stuff, and that's a mess for doing some of the other scenes, so... I think we'll do that with Scarlet and Violet. I think what I should do, actually, is I should, Oh, has there been any raw gameplay yet? Like, I know there's been a lot of gameplay in, like, the most recent trailer, but I don't know how much it showed of, like, the HUD and stuff. Because if I can, I should try and get that, like, set up before the games are out, you know? And then have all my alerts and stuff all set up for that. I should really go through and get, like, put custom sound effects for alerts and stuff instead of just like the default one. Maybe add some sort of sound effect to the transition scene. Maybe speed it up a little bit as well. It is like just a little bit long, I think. I don't know. I should go and like time how long other people do it. But yeah, there's a lot of like graphic stuff that I do want to try and get updated a little bit, so I can just kind of have a new look going into the new games, or not really a new look, just a slightly altered. Like that's the thing, like the pop-up card things, those are gonna be more in line with the webcam frame and stuff, which reminds me I still need to go and edit that so that way it's correct. Or it's so it'll be compliant with limited RGB. Did I move eggs? I like always have to double check a bunch. Okay. Oh, and I guess going back to pre-collecting eggs and using the macro a little bit, I did finally get a Master Ball, or another Master Ball from the Rotom Lotto thing in my other sword save. So now, when I go to catch Registeel, I can, or shiny Registeel, obviously, I can throw a Quick Ball, and then if that doesn't work, I can throw a Master Ball and just not even worry about it. So definitely happy about that. Yeah, see, that's one of those cards that I need to update. Technically, it's not incorrect. It just leaves out the fact I also stream Wednesdays and Thursdays. Might try and figure out a better way to format that as well. But other than that, I don't think there's any Pokemon news. Usually there isn't on these days. Oh, they did announce the next Pokemon Go Community Day. I forget. It's either the week before or the week... I think it's the week before the Dratini rerun. And it's for Teddiursa. So I might try to do that for like one... Because the thing is, it does add Ursaluna to the game, I believe. And actually, it has to be like a full moon for you to be able to get the Ursaluna, which is interesting. I'm not quite sure how they're doing that. I think it says that it'll be like full moon from like 2 p.m. to like 6 a.m. on the day of the event. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. But yeah, I don't really need a Teddiursa at all, because I have a Teddiursa and a Ursa Ring and an Ursaluna as shinies. But I do need the, like, alternate sex version of, Ursaluna. Or not Ursaluna, Ursa Ring. No, Ursaluna doesn't have alternate versions. Well, I don't really need the alternate Ursa Ring, but I would like it. Because it's... You know, I might as well, if it's going to be pretty easy to get, which hopefully it is. But I do need to see which one it is that I need, because I assume I have a male, but I'm not sure. Whichever one it is, I just need to get it. Or, again, don't need to, because it's not really a priority, but if I can, it'll be easy enough. But other than that, like, since I have all the others, like, I'm not really too concerned about that one. I'll probably check everything that spawns, like I did for Litwick, where I got 3, I think, in, like, pretty quick succession. Yeah, it was like, over the course of 4 encounters, I got 3 of them. And that was just like in the initial spawns in the area that I was in. But yeah, Dratini I'm definitely looking forward to. If only because I would not be looking forward to breeding that. I'm sure that's a 10k step rate for the eggs. But yeah, we'll do that one. That's obviously going to be off stream. I don't have a way to stream Pokemon Go, and even if I did, I wouldn't want to. Though, sorry, going back to talking about the Master Ball, I'm actually starting to organize my stuff. I want to try and organize all of like my traded for Pokemon, so that way I can have basically 30 boxes of traded Pokemon and have the last 3 digits of the trainer number, or the trainer ID number or whatever, have those be in order. So like 000, next one is 001, again, for the last 3. Because Lotto ID looks at the last 5 digits, it ignores the first digit. But like just having that improves your odds a lot. Like I think there's a 97% chance that with 900 of those going through the what's the term for it, the calendar once for all of the lottery stuff will get you at least 1 egg, or at least 1 Master Ball. Currently I don't have that many into those boxes, but that's what I'm kind of working on right now. But I do want to get those organized, because the thing is, once once I get everything in that, then I'm going to want to transfer as many over as I can for Scarlet and Violet, but I'm probably going to have to, assuming there's no national decks, which there probably won't be, I'm going to have to transfer, or I'm going to have to trade for a bunch of new stuff. But basically, I just want to have this catalog that I can update pretty much anytime a game comes out. I don't know if we'll be able to easily reset for the Rotom Lotto, or Rotom Lotto or whatever, because it's, you know, we don't know if the system clock exploit is going to be as, well, if it'll exist at all, or if it'll be as useful in the new games. We'll just have to see on that. I still need to test if doing that in, like doing the trick with the raids in this, if you're like in this, you do that trick and then you either save this game or whatever, or just close it, I'm not sure if you'd have to save, and then go into like BDSP, see if that like works to bypass that, because BDSP will actually be able to tell when you mess with the system clock. It like upsets a bunch of, or most of the mechanics, including the lottery and stuff like that, which is annoying, because like, who the fuck cares? Because like, Animal Crossing didn't give a shit. You know, obviously this game you can exploit it, and then some of the stuff in BDSP works fine. Like you can, there's no issue with catching the Drifloon in front of the Windworks or whatever. That thing you can catch just fine. So, don't really know what's going on there. I assume that's just because it's, you know, it's an actual Pokemon that you need to catch at least one of. Whereas for the other stuff, they don't want you to be able to get, like, a bunch of berries or whatever really easily. Even though, again, who the fuck cares? But we'll see. I should test that at some point. Or I should probably just look it up. I guarantee someone else has tried that. But if it does work, then we're still fine. I don't think I'll be able to macro that stuff as easily, but, you know. I suppose, though, we will have 3 months of the new games coming out. Or most likely about 3 months of the new games being out before the Pokemon Home update comes out to support the new games. Which is annoying. I do think it shouldn't be anywhere near as long as they do that, honestly. Even, like, not considering the mess with BDSP and Legends Arceus, because that was a little different, because there was 2 game releases, and they had to mess with stat stuff and whatnot, so, like, okay. But, I don't know. Hopefully, I would like to see it, like, you know, mid-December at the, or well, ideally mid-December, I guess. But more realistically, like, mid-January. Because I know they're going to want to wait on it until a little ways after Christmas, because surely a lot of kids are going to be getting the games for Christmas. I don't even exactly blame them. But it's like, you know, it is still kind of stupid, because you should be able to just, like, import the Pokemon whenever, but who knows. For some reason, Game Freak's going to be super protective about that type of shit, so... Like, I understand, like, wanting players to actually play the game and not just come in with their maxed out teams and just smash through everything, but also, like, you know, them doing that doesn't really affect anyone else. The only place that would at all affect is online, and, like, after 2 weeks. I mean, that's already going to be the case, so... Because there's absolutely going to be people who just no-life the game and do everything they can to breed as much as possible early on and just get, like, the items they want and whatnot. But, oh well. But it will be nice once it happens, because I will be able to, I probably won't get my shiny charm before then. Which is gonna be a little bit annoying. Hopefully there's something that I can shiny hunt that I won't really need this shiny charm for, you know? We'll see, but... like a legendary or something. Because, like, I don't want to keep shiny hunting in this game while that game is out. And, like, you know, the first couple months are going to be the best time to do that. And I also really don't want to do a full odds hunt. That's going to be miserable. I know I could find someone to trade with to get all my shit for it. Maybe I will. Not even, like, for my living decks, just for, like, just trade and then trade back, so that way we can complete Pokedex stuff. I should see if my friend, if she wants the, wants a copy of it, because I don't even know if she has a Switch, honestly, but, talk to her about it, because that would be, like, the easiest one. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. It also, you know, who knows? That's the thing. Honestly, other than the legendary, I'm not too worried about that stuff. Because I know a lot of that stuff people are going to... assuming there is breeding, actually, so who knows. I guess if it's anything like Legends Arceus, then I don't really need to worry too much about the shiny charm. Because shinies are going to be everywhere anyways. But if there is breeding, like, people are going to be... even if there's not breeding, actually, people are going to be doing mystery trades all over the place. So, assuming mystery trades are in, I mean, they weren't in Legends Arceus at all. So maybe I shouldn't assume that, but... though there was a thing with BDSP very early on that a bunch of the streamers and like Poketubers and stuff kind of got together and agreed on what the like trade codes should be for certain for trading certain Pokemon, like trading the starters and the legendaries and stuff like that. So I guess being that that's probably going to be the case again, should be pretty easy. Yeah, maybe I don't have to worry too much about the shiny charm. I can just trade for the stuff that I don't have yet, and then worry about it later. I will probably either have to buy 2 copies of the game or do 2 playthroughs, but that's Future Me's problem. Just like playing through Legends Arceus again is kind of Future Me's problem. But we'll see. Maybe if I get all these shinies pretty quick. I do think, I might actually end up hunting for everything that's Galarian regional forms, even the ones that I've already done at least one of the species. I might hunt for those duplicates on stream as well, because with how much faster doing the egg collecting is for on-stream stuff, as well as the fact also I can't really do as much shiny hunting off-stream if I'm letting the Switch run to do other shit, so I might kind of just have to do it that way. But we'll see, because we still have Slowpoke, Slowking, Darmanitan we'll have to get after, so yeah, Darumaka, Darmanitan, Yamask, and the 6th one would be Stunfisk. So I mean, we got about 4 weeks to get 6 shinies. Here's open, but also if you do the math on that, that's 20 more streams. So we should be okay. I should double check. I'm like pretty sure, but I need to double check if Yamask is shiny huntable. Or not shiny huntable, breedable. And then also, yeah, I don't know if we're gonna get another wild area event in this game. It's like I didn't really expect to hear anything over this week. At least until tomorrow or Friday. But also every day that goes by, it gets a little bit less likely. We do know that the absolute final one, the final update, will be on November 1st. But we don't know if there might be a Halloween event before that, so I hope there is. It'd be really cool if it was like for a mask or something. And that would kind of be in line. I mean, they have been doing, like, the last few have been for new Pokemon. Although, you know what it might be? It might be, if anything, it'll probably be Cofagrigus. I guess, though, they did have Snom. I don't know. We'll see. But I think, if anything, we'll get it, like, tomorrow or Friday. I'm not sure which one it would be. A lot of times they update that on Thursdays, at least in the past, but also if they update it on Friday, it'll be, well, but if it's Thursday, then that'd be Friday night through, I don't know. That would make some sense, actually. So hopefully tomorrow night. But yeah, that would be 10 days before the end of the event, which would make a lot of sense. And it would make more sense than if they wait until the next week, and then you only have basically like 4 days to get it. They have done some like that, but not as common, I think. At least as of late. When, last summer, so 2021, they had a lot of events that they were doing for it. They were doing one like every other week, it felt like. So those ones were a little bit shorter. But also with that, as long as you don't update to that final update, because you don't have to download the wild area news, you'll still have access to the previous one. Well, you have to download the previous one while it's still available, and then not download the new one after it becomes available. So, depending on where I'm at with my shiny hunts, I might actually wait on that one a little bit. We'll just have to see. A lot of that's going to depend on, like, this week, though, too. Because if, like, this hunt takes a long time, then, you know, that's just going to make a massive question mark for me. And I'm not really expecting good shiny luck because, again, I got 5 Galarian Zigzagoon, and, like, I think total, it was, like, not even 1,000 eggs for those, I don't think, to get all 5 of those, which is a lot. Or it's a lot of shinies to get, not a lot of eggs for them, but those other ones all happened within, like, 100 or 2 of each other. The, like, 4 that I got off stream. That was wild. I wish I would have, used the share button on the Switch, but, like, I didn't even think about it. Like, the first one happened, I was like, cool. And the second one, I think it was the third one, I went, oh shit, I should have used the share button to, or whatever it's called, the capture button, or whatever it is, to record those, but it was too late at that point. Because you can only save up to the last 30 seconds, which makes sense. I mean, it is a Nintendo Switch. Honestly, it's a little surprising they even have that. Like, I almost wouldn't expect Nintendo to have something like that on their consoles, but I'm glad they do. It's nice for, like, you know, when I'm not actually recording or anything and something does happen and I remember to do it, but... yeah, fortunately this, when I do get around to hunting more of the Galar Pokemon, not the Galarian forms, but, like, the stuff like, you know, Rookidee and all that nonsense, the macro stuff is going to help a lot for, the big thing is going to be the, trade Pokemon. Or not trade, but the, fossil Pokemon. Those are going to be very much helped. Because I can just sit there and do the auto-confirm thing with the digging duo and get a whole bunch of fossils from them. And then I can go over to Careless to get them, hatched. Or however you want to describe it. That'll be interesting. Just like get a whole bunch of those done. It is 1 in 4,000 odds, which is not stellar, but if the controller is automatically doing a lot of the work, I don't have to press buttons. That won't be as bad. It might be a little bit boring for me to just watch that. Maybe I wouldn't even do it on stream, but I don't at all feel bad about using a macro for that hunt. Fuck that. Fuck. Yeah, because there's no way to breed them, which, I mean, makes sense, because they shouldn't exist. They're abominations that were created by an idiot archaeologist. But, like, that just sucks. Also, I'm really disappointed that Crown Tundra, we didn't get, the, like, correct versions of them. Because, like, you have all the other fossil Pokemon just wandering around in the wild. So it's like, they should just be over there wandering around too. But, like, again, the correct versions. But, oh well. Put eggs in right. Yup. But yeah, we'll knock out 250 eggs tonight, which is like halfway to odds. I don't think it's halfway on that percentage, though. I think it's like 35 or 40% in terms of like how likely you are to have seen a shiny by 250 eggs. But I forget exactly what it is. Yeah, probably what I'll do is... That was odd. I don't know if there was some sort of hiccup with the audio there. Oh, if there is, I'm sorry. I noticed my, the, like, mixer bars at the bottom of OBS just, like, froze for half a second. That was interesting. But what I was gonna say was, hey, what's up, Destructor? Welcome back in. Now I don't even remember what I was gonna say. The weird audio hiccup there kind of messed with it. Whoops. Oh, the order I'm probably going to do, like, shiny hunts for the rest of these Galarian forms is going to be, like, this one, Yamask, Stunfisk, Slowpoke, another one of these, and another Slowpoke. Good luck. Here's hoping. Here is hoping. I think we should be okay. My biggest fear is that I burned through all of, like, my good luck when I got a whole bunch of Zigzagoon off stream. Galarian Zigzagoon, that is. I will say I did go through and, I hatched the rest of those eggs and there was nothing. But... yeah, getting 5 Galarian Zigzagoon shinies was, awesome. Well, at least the first 3 were awesome. The other 2 duplicates were kind of like, eh, like, okay. Didn't really need these, but cool, I guess. But hopefully that didn't ruin my luck. But yeah, we're getting close. We're getting close to having all those Galarian forms. I think we're going to do it. It's going to be a lot closer than it ever should have been, but... big thing is that, Corsola killed me. And I probably shouldn't have, started that Let's Go Eevee hunt when I did, too. Or, not hunt, but Let's Go Eevee playthrough. I still do need to go back to that and do an actual shiny hunt as well, but... that's like a... not as important. Fortunately, it doesn't, like, feel like this is taking much longer, even though it is, like, more steps to hatch these than it was with Zigzagoon, but I guess it makes sense. It's not that big of a difference. Someone got their shiny Duskull at $18.99 encounters. Oof. Actually, I guess for encounters, depending on how you're doing it, that isn't too bad. But yeah, that's a lot of encounters. The thing is, I think encounters typically you can do a little bit faster than eggs. I just don't like doing them because it adds a very easy way for me to screw it up to the hunt. Plus, there's also the thing that, like, the shininess is determined when the overworld, like, model is spawned in. So, like, it's very possible that there can be a shiny and you just never know about it because you never encounter it. Whereas with this, I mean, unless, like, I don't take the egg from the daycare center, then, like, I will at least see every egg that hatches. Or see whether or not it's shiny. Ugh. I am once again tired as hell. I've really got no, like, I don't know why. I've been having this issue on stream a lot. Like, sometimes it's like, okay, I didn't sleep very well the night before, or I haven't slept very well the last couple nights. And it's like, okay, that makes sense. I slept plenty today. Yeah, that's how my mind is. I'm like, it could be shiny, I'm just passing it, so it makes me want to encounter everything. Yeah. Like, that is the thing. Same as, you know, doesn't matter how many eggs you hatch, you still have the same odds of the next one being shiny. It doesn't matter if there was a shiny and you just never saw it, because your odds of the next one you encounter being shiny is still the same. They don't get lower because it's another shiny spawn. But yeah, it does, there is always that thought in the back of your head. It's like, hopefully, I believe it's been leaked. I don't know if it's been officially confirmed yet, though, that Scarlet and Violet are going to have overworld shinies, so you'll see them be shiny out in the open, so you can't really miss them, hopefully. Or at least it'll be harder to miss them. But then there's the question of how the Let's Go mechanic is going to work, and whether or not your Pokemon are just going to automatically knock out shiny Pokemon. Which is, you know, a bit of a concern. Kinda don't want that. If that's the case, then I'll probably never use that mechanic, unfortunately. Or at least use it as little as humanly possible. But yeah, definitely still a lot of question marks with the new games in terms of, like, how certain mechanics are going to work. Do we have breeding? You know, how does the getting eggs from the picnics work? Is it gonna be reasonable enough that even without breeding, we can still kind of do that for shiny hunting? Or, you know, how's that gonna be? There's a lot of question marks. Definitely still excited, but there's a lot of stuff where it's like, man, I would, like, really hope a lot of this stuff isn't bad. You have 3 Pokemon you're shiny hunting for a shiny hunting team. Nice. Like stuff like a Galade or whatever to, like, catch Pokemon, or how do you mean? I will say, if you're, like, getting shinies that you're planning to use during other shiny hunts, don't do that. I did that with I used my the Zera Aura, the shiny one that you got for participating in the event when Isle of Armor came out. And that being shiny, you know, I was using that against Registeel. And after, you know, 3,000 encounters, I did the math, and that animation where it does the shiny particle effect added literally like multiple hours to that hunt. Just like that short little effect. So, I would not recommend using shinies to shiny hunt for that reason. But, you know, it is what it is. The other problem is I realized that was an issue and still kept doing it for a couple thousand more eggs. So, you know. Guess I can't really blame the game for that one. Alright, so it looks like I should be able to do about 100 eggs an hour, which is about what I was estimating anyways. So yeah, we'll do 250 eggs tonight. I don't really have enough to do much more than that. Uh-oh, what are the hype emotes for? Did you get a shiny? Or are you just showing off someone's emotes? Which is fine too, as long as it's not like super spammy. Time to get hype. Oh, I hope I get the shiny quick. I don't think I will. Like I said, the Zigzagoons probably burned through any of the good luck that I had. But hopefully maybe that's just offsetting for how bad of luck I had with Corsola. I have noticed, and this goes along with what a lot of other people say about Spotify, I feel like a lot of these songs I hear like all the time on this playlist, despite the fact that there's supposed to be 225 songs and almost 9 hours worth of music. But I feel like there are certain songs like this one I feel like I hear a lot. Granted though, I do also use this playlist a lot for streaming. And there is overlap between the playlists, I have noticed. Should really look into finding just like some other playlists to use. It's just I'm always scared to do that because the one time that I used a different yeah, it was just a different playlist. It wasn't by like Harris Heller or Stream Beats or anything. It was just like another, you know, no copyright strike or whatever playlist, and immediately I got tagged for like 3 different songs on that one stream. So I was like, okay, cool. We are never doing this again. It wasn't like, you know, an actual copyright strike, but it was, you know, claimed. So it's a video that I can never ever monetize, which I guess even that's less of a problem. It's just that I can't even like, I don't know. If there's gonna be ads on the video, I would like to at least be the one that makes the money on it. League 100 guaranteed shiny. That would definitely be nice. Wouldn't be the first time that's happened too, where it's happened on a even number like that. I forget which one it was, but I did have something hatch exactly on like egg 300 or something like that. And then I had another one that hatched on like egg 301. So it's literally, I started, yeah, I think it was Farfetch'd actually. I started the stream, and the first egg that hatched, it was shiny. I was like, okay. So now what am I doing? That was an interesting day. Pretty sure I just went and played more Legends Arceus that day. You had a shiny Dialga hunt that only took 92 soft resets. That's pretty good. Yeah, my best hunt so far has been, not including like stuff like Legends Arceus where the odds are just, you know, so insanely good. But, getting shiny, Meryl and like, it was single digit. It was like less, it was like more than 5, less than 10. It was like 6 or 9 or something like that. I'm not sure that I counted that last one, but you can just add another at the end of these ones hatching. Is the only hunt that you kept track of that you've completed? Yeah, that's the thing. Off stream, I don't think I'm going to be keeping track ever. Like, I do it on stream because it's, you know, it's just interesting, but, or at least more interesting. But yeah, off stream, I'm not going to keep track of that stuff anymore, because, especially for, like, longer hunts, like some of the ones that are full odds hunts that I have to do, and I can't, like, you know, there's no way for me to get around doing it, but I'm not going to stream it either. So, like, when I do Shaman and Darkrai Arceus one day in a BDSP, you still need to do the starters in Palkia for BDSP, yeah. Yeah, I still need to do pretty much everything in BDSP. I was waiting for such... Well, I started doing the Poké Radar stuff, and then... that was just... ended up being miserable because of how low the odds of getting a good, Poké Radar chain is. There are ways around that, but also, like, by the point where I cared about that, I was, Legends Arceus was already out, so I was like, I don't give a shit. But yeah, that was bad, and then I was waiting for Shiny Charm, or I was waiting for Pokemon Home to be updated, so that way I could quickly get my Shiny Charm, so I could work on Fione. And that update took forever, and then I did Fione, and, like, the bike is slower. It's slower to get steps in BDSP because the bike doesn't have this boost mode. Even though it does have a faster mode that's, like, always on, but it's definitely slower. And I was like, okay, I think I'm good. There is some stuff that I will have to hunt in that game eventually, but, like, besides even, like, the legendaries and stuff, or specifically, again, Shaman, Darkrai, and Arceus, because the legendaries, if I have to, I can just get in Sword and Shield, pretty much. I'm trying to think what I even would need. I think, Cresselia and Heatran would be the only ones. Because I have a Giratina, a Palkia, and a Dialga. I guess there are other legendaries in that game, but I care even less about doing those in that one. But yeah, we'll see. Once Scarlet and Violet are out, and we know, like, what the actual full Pokedex is, I'll be able to, better figure out what stuff I'm gonna hunt for one day in BDSP. Or in other terms, what stuff I'm gonna put off till very last, and hopefully other games have come out by then. You started, Azelf and, Drifloon. Yeah, the Lake Trio is interesting shinies. Because they pretty much just turn gold. Which isn't bad, but it's not, you know. It just sucks that, like, it's their entire body instead of just, like, you know, different parts get changed to different colors or whatever. And then Drifloon, I got really lucky. I got another shiny one of those in Legends Arceus, so I have that whole line now, because I got Drifloon and Driflim. Azelf is at 49 encounters. It'd be nice if the Shiny Charm worked on encounters in BDSP. God, that sucks. That was like another thing about it. Like, you don't even want to do encounters in BDSP because it just... the Shiny Charm doesn't work. Despite the fact that it says it works on Pokemon in the wild to make more of them appear shiny, but it doesn't. It's only the, it's only breeding. Like, I get why it doesn't work on Pokeradar, but it makes no sense why it doesn't work on normal encounters, or, like, at least legendaries or something, man. Like, come on. Feel like you have better odds in BDSP than Sword and Shield? That's interesting. I mean, depending on what hunt you're doing and how you're doing it, that can be the case. Like, if you bother to get up to a full 40 chain on the Pokeradar, then yes, like, you know, you have a 1 in 99 chance of any of those patches of grass being shiny. And it spawns 4 patches of grass, so it's almost like a 1 in 25 chance. But, like, for normal encounters, it's just straight up worse. You don't do Pokeradar, then, yeah. I mean, eggs are gonna be the same, and... well, same if you're doing Masuda and Shiny Charm. I guess if you're just doing Shiny Charm, it is actually better. But that's because there's a weird glitch with the Shiny Charm in, Sword and Shield. Where you don't get, like, the full, boost, which is annoying. But if you do Masuda method, then it doesn't matter. It works out to be the same. But yeah, regular counters, at least in a Sword and Shield, there's some ways to boost those through, like, the aura stuff. But, BDSP is just straight 1 in 4,000. Well, actually, maybe I shouldn't say that. Because there is the places where you can use a, you have, like, a partner that's with you, so you're doing double battles. This Whalmer has Fissure? Jesus Christ. I didn't know that Whalmer could get Fissure. That's interesting. That might be one of my favorite, exploits in BDSP when it came out. Once again, using the menu and stuff, but you could, you can get stuff to, like, what was it? It was a Machamp with no guard, and you would put, you could get, like, 3 or 4 of the, one-hit KO moves, and because it has no guard, it will always hit with them. Mind you, you're not supposed to be able to get those moves onto a Machamp, but, you know, it was just a glitch that let you do that, which was just hilarious. Obviously, that had to be patched. I don't even know if it would work in online mode, but you could at least do it for the battle tower or whatever. That was an egg move. Ah. Interesting. But yeah, that was such a funny exploit. The amount of things that you could break in BDSP when it came out just by pressing buttons really fast in the menu was just like... holy hell. I don't think I'll ever work through all of the Master Balls that I have in that game. I am actually slowly, but I think I'm near the end of doing this, and I'll still have a bunch, but I'm slowly, like, burning through my rare candies. You like catching egg move Pokemon as long as they're premier baby Pokemon. I just never gave a damn about egg moves. I know some of them can be good, but most of the time it's just been like, especially for the effort you need to go through for them, it's just like, I don't care. I know there's a couple of exceptions where it's like a really good move, especially in competitive, where it's like worth doing a bunch of breeding and stuff to get it to happen, but I'm just curious as to what it has. So we're at 100 eggs, by the way. Didn't get the shiny, just saying. We have a Temple with Toxic. Yeah, I mean, most of that stuff, it's... A lot of it isn't even terribly hard to get. It's just a tiny bit time-consuming. But there are a few where you have to, like, breed through multiple parents to get it to the Pokemon that you want. Which is, like, real. It's cool. I like the idea of it. It's just I don't ever have a reason to do it, because I don't ever do any sort of, like, hardcore battling or whatever. I don't really do competitive. I don't do Battle Tower that much. And usually stuff like... Well, you have like Dynamax Adventures where you can't even use your own Pokemon. And then Raids, typically you can just burst through with something overpowered. I hope that the new raids are going to be more interesting. I liked the idea of them in Sword and Shield, but after the first, few that you do, it very quickly becomes a thing of like, okay, I guess I'll just have an overpowered Pokemon and just destroy this thing. And like, it has the shields that stop you from doing that, but that just sucks because it just slows down the battle. And like, it sucks when a Magikarp using Tackle does as much damage as you using Hyper Beam. It's just like, cool. Like, I don't think that was the way to save that mechanic. I kind of like the idea of, like, how they did Dynamax Adventures with it being multiple battles and stuff, but then the AI is so useless. That's, like, the big thing. If they make the AI not useless, they can make it harder overall, and it's fine, because it won't be unfair. Whereas the raids or the normal Dynamax raids are like, if you don't use something overpowered, you're hoping you don't get screwed by AI. And then Dynamax Adventures, you can't even get the choice of using something overpowered. And you still just get screwed by the AI. It's like, okay, cool, thanks guys, appreciate it. But yeah, I do hope we see Dynamax Adventures. Obviously not Dynamax, but that, like, overall mechanic. I do want to see it return and not be as bad, if only because I want to get high odds, shiny legendaries and not have to play through Sword and Shield Dynamax Adventures ever again. I want to love that mechanic, but And it would be a great way to shiny hunt it, but I just can't deal with the goddamn AI. Like, even if just having shiny charm works on the legendaries, that I think doing a like 1 in 1366 hunt where you have to do resets might still end up being more enjoyable for me than Dynamax Adventures. Hell, part of the reason why I even like rushed to do that was because like since you can get other shinies along the way, I was like, oh yeah, we'll do that and we'll try and get, you know, shiny legendaries, and also I can get other shinies, so that way if they pop up as shiny just randomly, you know, it won't be something that I've already hunted for because I won't have as many shinies already. But that has kind of gone out the window now, so But we'll see. One day I'll go back for Suicune. At the very least, well, maybe I shouldn't say that. Registeel I think I'll go back for sure. As long as there's not like a way that really increases your odds in Scarlet and Violet. We don't even know if Registeel is gonna, or any of the Regis are gonna be in Scarlet and Violet. Including the new ones. We don't know if Regieleki or Regidrago will be in them. We like hope so, you know. But we'll see. There is a part of me that's considering after maybe one day I get Registeel, just catching the other two Regis, Regice and Regirock, and just going straight to Regieleki and catching that. And not worrying about those other two. Because, it's such a long hunt that I'm so far into that one. But we'll see. All of that stuff is kind of on hiatus until the new games are out. And we know exactly what's in it. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I do want to go back and I want to get my shiny Ditto from BDSP that I never got because I ran out of repels. I do want to do my Let's Go Eevee shiny hunt so I can just have that and then not ever do it again. I really don't think I'll play through Let's Go Eevee ever again once I get that one shiny. I still need to figure out where I'm going to do that shiny hunt. I think the obvious one is in blanking on it, the Diglett tunnel, because I don't have any of the you know, I don't have Diglett, I don't have Dugtrio, and I don't have Zubat yet, so I think that's all that can spawn in there. I don't really want to do one of the water routes because, like, stuff can spawn pretty much anywhere on them. It's weird how that's inconsistent, too. Because I'm pretty sure stuff can't spawn anywhere in the rock tunnel. I'm pretty sure they can only spawn within view of you. Why was I on Pokedex? I never pressed to go do that, huh? But yeah. Like in there, I don't think stuff can spawn anywhere, but also in, like other areas I've noticed, like stuff can absolutely spawn off screen. And the, I don't think the shiny effect is anywhere near as obvious in, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee as it is in, Legends Arceus. At least I don't think there's any sort of sound cue for it. There is a fairly obvious effect for it, like visually, but there's no sound effect, so if it spawns off screen, you have no idea. Whereas Legends Arceus, I mean, even if you don't ever see it, you'll hear it and immediately stop, be like, where is it? You know? God, why is my hair being so uncooperative today? It's a little bit better. Alright, one more for this set. Gotta be so nice to get this tonight. I would be so happy. Get this and immediately move on to Yamask tomorrow. Honestly, I'd probably just hatch the rest of these off stream at this point. These eggs. Just not have to worry about keeping track of them at all. But, I mean, we are not quite halfway through. Yeah, we got 5 more boxes. Although we also aren't even hatching all 5 of those. So, yeah, we're, like, just below halfway. Because, yeah, we're going... Okay, I guess that makes sense. Duh. That math checks out. Since we're doing 250 eggs tonight. Or up to 250 again. If we get the shiny, then we get the shiny. And we'll just wrap up. I did move those over, right? Yes, okay. I did that a couple times where I didn't put Pokemon in the party, and now just every time I have to check. And it's funny, because usually, like, a little, like, right after I check it, that's when they start hatching. Alright. Maybe I'll be one of these two. Get it before halfway to the end of the night. Don't think it's gonna happen, though. One more. Nope. Oh, I think, thinking of, like, new stuff. I think they did, Niantic. They announced what, like, part 2 of the Halloween event is gonna be. I don't even know if part 1 has started yet. I think, might have started. I'm not sure. But they did announce what part 2 is. I don't remember what was in it. I don't think there's any boosted shiny odds or anything. I do wonder if maybe we'll get, like, 1-day boosted odds or something for Halloween, but I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, like I said, I'll probably try and get, like, 1 Teddy Ursa, and then I'll try and get 3 Dratini from that event. I don't know how it is I always manage to hit that, that lady there. Especially because, like, you have this entire thing. It's just, like, naturally I want to be down here. I don't know why. Like, even your character is partially, obscured by it. That's, like, doesn't make any sense, but it just feels like right in the middle feels weird. It's like, because I can see the pillars, the tops of the pillars, but not, like, the whole things, I guess. I don't know. To be honest, I am slightly considering wrapping up really early here tonight, actually. Wrapping up at either 150 or 200 eggs. I'm, like, not quite feeling as well as I probably should. But also, I do need to, like, get through all of these shinies. So it's like, I don't know, we'll see. The goal is 250 eggs. Whether or not I get there... We are getting close to the point where we're, you know, about 25% chance of seeing that I should have seen a shiny by now, so, you know, it's not unreasonable that I would have gotten a shiny. It's just more likely that I wouldn't have. We'll see. Come on. That's the thing. It's like, it'd be really hard for me to complain after getting very lucky with Galarian Zigzagoon. But also, like, I got very unlucky with Galarian Corsola, but also I got very lucky with wheezing. Or coughing, rather. Because, you know, I forgot to check this. We'll move this Pokemon over. Yeah, we'll take that. I completely forgot to check this. If I fuck this up, we're not doing any more hunting tonight. Okay. Whew. I thought of wheezing. I went, oh shit, I never actually made sure that they were named properly. Whoops. Or named properly for what I need. Because they have to be in opposite or not opposite, but different languages to for Masuda method to work. And after I did that with wheezing, you know, or coughing, I became Galarian Wheezing. I don't want to ever do that again. That kind of really sucked. Also, I'm thinking about it now. There's no way to get a shiny normal Wheezing in this game, is there? Other than maybe like Dynamax Adventures? Because the Wheezing or coughing will always evolve into Galarian Wheezing. Because you can't put an Everstone on it because then it just doesn't evolve. Huh. I hadn't even thought about that. I guess, though, I can always send it to BDSP, so never mind. I was just thinking, it's like, oh man, wait, I might not be able to get Wheezing anytime soon. But no, yeah, it can just go to BDSP. I'm so glad that Legends Arceus, they didn't, like, make it almost a one-way transfer like they did with Let's Go Eevee. Where Let's Go Eevee, you can transfer the Pokemon between Let's Go Eevee and Home, or Let's Go Pikachu as well, as much as you want. There's no limits there. But the moment you transfer it from the Let's Go games to Home and then into another game, it becomes locked out of the Let's Go games forever. Because of, like, the stat issue, you know, the differences between stats and stuff. So it has to, like, modify the stats to make it legit for the other games, and then so it can never go back. Which, I mean, it makes sense, but also, like, I'm glad that with Legends Arceus, they actually took the time to just, like, do the math on that and fix it. The only thing that sucks is that when you transfer the Pokemon between games, between Sword and Shield, BDSP, and Legends Arceus, it like always it messes with the moves a lot because the move pools are basically completely different between those games. And it's like, ugh. Like, some of them aren't too bad, you know? Like, Sword and Shield and Legends Arceus do have ways to, like, you don't have to continuously use TMs every time you do that, but then you have BDSP where we don't have unlimited TMs, and then you have the Scarlet and Violet where we're not going to have unlimited TMs, which is so annoying. Why they abandoned that, I don't understand. Like, honestly, Sword and Shield wasn't too bad. Like, yeah, there was the TRs, which were single use, but also, like, that was for really powerful stuff, and it wasn't too bad to get more, because you just have to go do the right raids. And, like, yeah, I get in BDSP, or not BDSP, Scarlet and Violet, you're going to be able to, you know, you can always craft more, and hopefully just every TM is craftable. But, like, that just seems like it's going to take way more effort, because you have to go and collect the materials from the right Pokemon to craft it, and then actually craft it. Instead, just, like, you can just get it from the raids, or you can just buy them, you know? Like, I guess it's not that much different because of the buying thing, but also, like, it is because it's, you know, there's a difference between using a currency and you can purchase whichever ones you want versus having, like, 100 different crafting materials that you have to collect and gather. Though, to be fair, I guess not every TR is available in each of the sellers in the wild area, so, like, not only, like, do not all of them have all the same stuff, but also it rotates on given days. I think maybe they do sell all the same ones. I know they don't sell the same Pokeballs. You have to, like, if you want to go buy, like, luxury balls or quick balls or whatever, you have to go and hunt them down, like, which one has the right ones, which is annoying. Also, there is, like, a new, like, point mechanic, kind of like Watts or battle points or merit points in Legends Arceus. And you have to spend those, I think it's LP, which I think is supposed to be, like, league points or something. And you have to spend those to get items as well. So, like, you have to use the crafting material and spend points. Hopefully, once the game supports, or once Pokemon Home supports the games, we'll be able to just import them the same way that you can with BP. Because, you know, I have a bit of a surplus. What I should do after this stream is I should actually go and look through what the step rates are for all the Pokemon that I have left. Because I can roughly get an idea of how many streams, you know, on average it would take to get all of those. So I can, like, have an idea of if I'm gonna make the number or not that I'm hoping to. Or if I'm, you know, if I'm gonna have enough streams to do it. Again, I don't know why I wouldn't. Like, this one, you know, I would get up to 1250. I think I've already said that. And, like, that's, you know, double odds, so not very likely. And that would be, like, the entire week. And I do still have 4 weeks, so it's like, well, it probably won't take that long, you know? But we'll see. Again, my luck is all over the place. Also, there's another creator update on Twitch. God damn it. I'm glad they're, like, doing stuff with Twitch, but also there is part of me that, like, I wish they would just send me an email about that shit. I don't know. Because, like, I hate opening... Like, I don't really look at my dashboard on my desktop too often. So, like, I only ever really see that when I open up my laptop to do a stream. And I don't like trying to open that on stream because it takes away from the stream. So yeah, I think we are only going to go to 150 today. Honestly, I'm, like, weakly feeling not as enthused about today's stream. Just not feeling as good. I did have to, like, go... I did a bunch of shit on Monday to help my buddy with his car. I got my ass absolutely kicked by it. Right, need to swap out eggs. And then... yeah, I had to go help with some more stuff today as well, and whatnot. I know, I'm making excuses. But also I am just, like, I'm tired. Don't feel 100%, you know, all that fun stuff. So yeah, we'll do these last 5 eggs, and we're just gonna wrap up for the night. I know, it's a short stream. But it is what it is. I think in the future here, I'm going to be moving towards doing more later streams than I have been. Like, obviously, Friday and Saturday, usually I start around, like, 12:30. Or, yeah, like 12:30-ish, somewhere in there. So I think the other days... Because, like, I really can't move those streams forward at all. Because it's, you know, it's when I get out of work. So I think the other 3 streams, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday, I might push a little bit later. Maybe I'll try starting at like 11:30. Alright, 3 more tonight. Also, I love how I was just saying I get up to like 12:50 eggs, but doing the shorter stream anyways. It's, yeah. Come on, Darumaka. Darumaka, however you fucking say it. Oh no, it is Darumaka, I would think, because it's an A, not a U. Alright, last one. Come on, be shiny. Just, like, make it so that I don't even have a reason to keep going tonight. That would be hilarious. Okay, so yeah, we'll wrap up there for tonight. A little bit shorter. We'll make it up. I'm not too worried. But yeah, thanks everyone who watched. I do appreciate it. Like I said, it's a shorter stream. The rest of this week shouldn't be as short, but we'll see. But yeah, I mean, the rest of the week we're just going to be working on, well, we'll start working on this more, and then if we get this shiny, then we'll pivot to something else, probably, Yamask. I'm like 99.9% sure I can breed that, but I do need to make sure of that before I get too committed. Otherwise, if I can't breed that, I don't think I can get up the shinies. I'm not going to do encounters. Like, encounters just suck. Anyways, thank you everyone who watched. I do really appreciate it. If you're watching on YouTube, come follow me on Twitch. You get to see everything live. So when we get shinies and shit, you get to see it live. It's pretty hype. If you are watching on Twitch via VOD or something, come watch on YouTube because the VODs stay up for more than 7 days and they're higher quality and pretty much all, I mean, this goes hand in hand with the VODs staying up more than 7 days, but pretty much all my VODs are up there. So all my playthroughs of Sword and, well, Sword. I haven't done Shield on stream. But yeah, Sword, Brilliant Diamond, Legends Arceus, Let's Go Eevee. I've done all those. We're going to be doing, you know, Scarlet when that comes out, and that whole playthrough will be on YouTube. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.